I got a comment from a viewer asking this. I have fine, thin, frizzy hair that snaps. Any tips for a cotton wool head like me where oil doesn't seem to work? Honestly, this is a very common hair issue as we age. So if this sounds like you, stick around. I am Chery, a hairstylist of 24 years. And I'm not only gonna be answering her question, I am breaking down the 5 most common hair changes that we can expect with age. And more importantly, what actually helps. The first common way our hair ages is grays pop up and our texture changes. Gray hair isn't just about loss of pigment. It grows in coarser and drier and noticeably duller. Here are the best fine hair tips to manage the new wiry texture. Tip number 1, glossing treatments. This can be clear or tone enhancing. This will help soften the wiry texture and add shine, whether you cover your grays or not. You can get this done professionally at the salon, or there are many options out there if you prefer to do it yourself. If you are coloring your gray hair, which also helps soften the wiry texture, consider adding some highlights, and this will help soften the grow out and make it look a lot less harsh. Tip number 2, strategic use of smoothing creams. The key word is strategic, especially if you have fine hairs still mixed in with the coarser hairs. Apply the smoothing cream just in the areas where you have the coarser hairs. Creams are heavier than lotions and sprays, so this will help combat those coarser strands and give them a little bit more moisture and hold them down. Pro tip, layering is key. So blow dry a little bit, assess, apply the cream and the moisture where needed, blow dry some more, assess, apply a little bit more where needed, blow dry, repeat. Tip number 3, use a conditioning mask at least once a week. If your hair is on the finer side, do this on the days that you're just gonna be chilling at home, so you can avoid weighing your hair down on your public days. And don't be afraid to leave it in all day or even sleep in it. Just be mindful not to do that if your mask has protein in it, because then you can get protein overload and your hair can become more brittle. The second common way your hair shows signs of aging, your frizz becomes more stubborn. Here are my tips for smoother, silkier hair. Always make sure that your hair is 100% dry before heading out of the house, especially if it's humid outside. Otherwise, your frizz has no chance and they will pop right back out as soon as you leave the house. Here's a little pro tip. Flash your cool shot button from your blow dryer around your hairline and your nape, which is the most common areas that you're gonna get frizz and the most common areas that you might leave a little bit of moisture. With the cool air, it's much easier to tell if it's still damp. Tip number 2, use the moisture sandwich. Start with a leave-in conditioner, then add in a lightweight moisture cream or lotion, and then seal it in with a very lightweight oil. Remember the viewer who said that the oil wasn't working for her dry, frizzy hair? It's most likely because she was putting the oil on dry, porous hair and it was just sitting on top. The best approach is to layer the oil over the moisturizer to seal it in. Tip number 3, always, always, always use a heat protectant. Most frizz is actually a cuticle damage problem, not just frizz. A heat protectant is like your hair's little shield. It helps protect the cuticle so your hair stays smoother, shinier, and way less frizzy. Tip number 4, we all already know this, but sometimes we need a little reminder. Finish your shower with either lukewarm or cool water. Hot water strips the moisture from our hair and skin, which leaves our hair feeling rougher and more coarse. Tip number 5, you do not need to shampoo your hair as often as you think. Washing your hair too frequently strips away the natural oils, which is what keeps our hair soft and manageable. Try spacing out your shampoos. Or you can just rinse your hair and condition it. You can try to use a cleansing cream, which is a very moisturizing shampoo. It actually feels like a conditioner. I'll link my favorite. Give one of these a try. I promise your hair will thank you. The third way that your hair shows signs of aging. Hair becomes drier and more brittle. As our hair ages, moisture retention drops, elasticity weakens, and breakage becomes more frequent. This is what actually helps to rehydrate hair for shinier, healthier strands. Tip number 1, don't skip the conditioner. I know a lot of women with fine hair that blame conditioner for weighing their hair down, But what happens is they stop using it and it actually backfires. You will end up with dry scalp and dry ends, and honestly, nothing says aging hair like dry, brittle texture. This next tip is controversial, but it saves my fine hair clients. If conditioner is too heavy for you, try reverse washing. Condition your hair, then shampoo. It is such a good little trick for getting moisture without losing the volume. Tip number 2, weekly deep conditioning masks to keep your hair hydrated. When hair is hydrated, it will bend instead of snap, so you get way less breakage over time. This is another perfect example to use the moisture sandwich, the leave-in conditioner followed by a moisturizer and then sealing it in with a lightweight oil. The next tip is to be strategic with your heat use. I am not going to tell you not to use heat, but there are smarter ways to do so. Air dry your hair as much as possible before picking up your blow dryer. And for added heat protection, if you curl or flat iron your hair, use a dry heat protection spray on dry hair. I have a few favorites with a few different price points, and I will link them if you're interested. And the last tip to prevent dry, brittle hair, please get regular trims to keep the dead ends away. I suggest getting trims every 8 to 10 weeks if you're just trying to maintain the hair health. I do have clients that go 12 weeks, but it all does depend on your hair and your routine. If you're noticing that your ends are getting split, it's time for a little trim ski. If you want longer, healthier hair, trims are very important. The next common sign of hair aging, excessive shedding and slower growth. Hair growth really does slow with age, and many women notice more shedding over the age of 40, especially around menopause. If you are noticing legitimate female hair loss or any thinning spots, it is definitely worth getting some blood work done just to rule out any underlying issues like stress or hormones or any nutrient deficiencies. Here is what actually helps hair grow faster and fuller, backed by science, not just hype. My first recommendation is Topical Minoxidil. I am actually on month 1 myself. This is proven to regrow your hair, but consistency is key, and it can take 3 to 6 months before noticing any results. I do have a video on my pro tips for using Topical Minoxidil, and I will link it in the description if you are interested. My next recommendation is caffeine serums and peptide sprays. These help improve the follicle environment, and they are not speed boosters by themselves, and they can also take 3 to 6 months before noticing end results. Again, with these types of things, consistency is key. I will link in the description of the ones that I have personally used and that I recommend. My next recommendation, scalp massage. Again, consistency matters. It is proven to increase blood flow and will help increase thickness over time. The last tip for excessive shedding and to promote hair growth is to use red light therapy. This will help stimulate the follicle. They have red light hats and red light helmets, and I have seen them range anywhere between $150 all the way up to over $2,000. I personally don't have one just yet. I do have a red light panel that I use 3 to 5 days a week. So if anybody out there has a favorite, please do drop it in the comments. I would love to check it out. I do want to mention it is important to set realistic expectations. Hair grows about a ½ an inch max per month. You can't force speed, but you can improve the density so it does look fuller faster. The 5th most common sign that your hair is aging is the loss of density and volume. Even if you're not losing hair, each hair becomes finer and thinner over time. And that is why your overall volume feels thinner and your ponytail feels smaller. These are my pro tips for fuller, more voluminous hair. Use root lifting sprays on the roots and thickening creams and lotions from the mid shaft to the ends. Avoid the lotion and the creams at your root because that will weigh your hair down. Use a sectioning tool to apply your products evenly so that you're getting even distribution, ensuring that you're not missing any areas. I promise you, you will get better results and more volume. I love using this brush with a built-in sectioner. It is not yet available, but I am bringing it to the market. I will link a way for you to sign up to be notified once it's available if you are interested. My next tip for fuller hair is to avoid over layering your haircut. Too many layers can make fine hair look stringy. Consider a more structured haircut instead. This will help preserve your density. You do not have to chop your hair into a bob, so don't freak out. As much as I love a bob haircut, it doesn't always flatter everyone's face shape or style. Lastly, supplements like Nutrafol and Viviscal are designed to support long-term follicle health from the inside out, especially when hair loss is tied to stress, hormones, or nutritional gaps. They work by nourishing the hair cycle over time, not by speeding them up overnight. Most people need about 3 to 6 months of consistent use before they will notice reduced shedding and stronger regrowth. Think of them as a support tool to help promote stronger, healthier hair rather than a quick fix. They also do require long-term use. Let me know in the comments what the biggest change that you have seen in your hair in the last 5 years. Is it dryness or thinning or frizziness? And let me know what you want me to cover next. All right, that is it for today. These are my pro tips for keeping your hair healthier, younger, shinier, and all the things. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos, and I will see you in the next one.